Well, here we are again out in the kitchen cooking the alphabet. It's summertime. So we want to make some real quick and easy lunches and dinners that we're going to do today. So I have 3 different things to make today that are very, very simple and easy. I have a question for you. Do you have enough iron in your diet? Aha. Well, we're going to use an iron, believe it or not, to help make one of our meals today. We're going to make just a main course. It's real simple for lunch, a salad, and then a dessert. It's always Weight Watcher friendly, healthy, and easy to do. So what we're going to start with, I'm going to show you something new today. Maybe you've seen it, maybe you haven't. This is called 7 sprouted grain bread. And there's another bread similar. It's called Ezekiel bread. And it's found in the freezer section, in the organic section of the grocery store. The reason why I like it, it's made from sprouted grains. There's no flour in it. It's made from grains. It's very good. It's very low calorie. For those of you who have trouble with maybe too many carbs or have trouble with flour, I just want to show you what a piece looks like. It looks like normal bread, just like regular old bread there. And another reason why I like it is found in the freezer section, so it's already frozen. So when I bring this home, I just put 2 slices in some baggies, pop it back in the freezer, and then when I want some bread, I just pull out those baggies. I'm not a real big bread eater, but once in a while I like it. If I keep this around too long, it's just going to go stale and it'll be for the birds. So I like to keep it frozen. So this is a real good choice if you're adding some bread into your diet. So what I did, I took 2 slices of the Ezekiel bread. I put in a little bit of turkey lunch meat, very low fat kind, some cheese, and then oftentimes when I'm at the deli, I buy a container of this olives and tomatoes and mushrooms and artichokes. I keep this on hand in the fridge. It keeps an awful long time. Then when a recipe calls for some olives or artichokes, I don't have to open up a whole can. I just reach into the fridge, pull this out, and use what I need. Just like I did when I made my sandwiches, we're going to make paninis today. A panini sandwich is Cuban or Spanish, and it's, I always say it stands for smushed. It's a smashed up sandwich. And usually there's a panini maker, maybe you're George Foreman, but if you don't have one of those, your trusty iron will work. This might be kind of fun if you have the kids or grandkids over. If they're sitting watching you, you can say, I'm going to bring out the iron. I'm going to iron you some lunch. So what I did, I took the bread and I put it in on a piece of foil, and I put a little oil on the foil first. I put my lunch meat. I put my cheese. I put a little bit of mustard. I love the honey mustard. I put a little bit of that. And, of course, I put some olives and artichokes. I wrapped it up, put it on a newspaper, folded up newspaper, laid down my iron, let it sit, no steam, don't need any steam, for 30 seconds, lifted it, flipped it over, 30 more seconds. And I always give it a little push, too, because those paninis seem to work better when they're kind of smushed down a little bit. So I smushed it down. Now when we open it up, ooh, it's hot. Open it up, and there we have it. Look at that. Delicious panini sandwich. There's the cheese oozing out of the bottom. Nice, like a little toasted sandwich. Delicious. So we're just going to wrap that back up, because while that's just sitting on the newspaper, actually you could probably turn the iron off and just put the iron on top of it to keep it warm. We're going to make a real quick salad too. One of my favorites, avocado salad. If you've not tried avocado, it is high in oil, but it's a good oil. So when you cut an avocado in half, you need to use it quickly because it does brown. So I took out the stone, because I already made one little bowl, but I'm going to show you how I cut it. Just score down the middle, 1, 2, 3, or 4 times, then crossways. Then all you have to do is take a spoon and go around the edges. And look how easy that just pops right out of the shell. That's all there is to it. Add a little bit of lemon juice if you're not going to eat it right away. I just put a little lemon juice on top. A little bit of salt and pepper. I always cut up a generous amount of tomatoes and onions. And there you go. A beautiful salad made in a jiffy. It's healthy. It's delicious. Great on crackers too. If you smush it up a little more, it can be a guacamole salad. But it's excellent. A nice taste to it. Oh, kitty cat, do you like it too? Scat cat. Delicious. Now, for dessert. Let me wipe my hands here for a minute. Dessert is going to be meringues. Have you made meringues before? Simple as anything. And they keep very well. I took about a cup of egg whites. And I buy them like this. That way I don't feel like I'm wasting the eggs because I end up throwing out the yolks. So I took the egg whites themselves, put them in this bowl. I put a half a cup of sugar and then about half a cup of Splenda. I used a mixture so it wouldn't be very high in calories. A sprinkle of cream of tartar, and I just beat it up with an electric mixer. Can't do it by hand. The electric beater, and look how it turned out. Maybe 2 minutes is all it took. Look at this. Now, all I'm going to do is take a tablespoon. I'm just going to dollop it right down on the parchment paper. And just put it down there like this. And if you're really good with I think they're called a pastry bag, you can make these all kind of fancy. And I'm just putting these down onto the cookie sheet. And if you know, also one thing I have learned is that you can make these smaller and put a few chocolate chips in and make little meringue cookies too. Now I take the back of my spoon and just make a little hollow in the egg whites so that they can hold something special a little later. So there they are. You can see how they look on the parchment paper. I'm going to pop these in the oven at 225 degrees for an hour. Now, we're just going to stay in there. I know that's a low oven. And then when I turn the oven off, I just leave them sit there for until, an hour or so to get nice and cool. And when they come out, look at this. They look just like this. They're just little meringues. And you get so many. Honestly, I have a hard time even calling this one point because you're getting so many of them. But if you want to, you call it a point. Now, what we're going to do is put it in a bowl. Now you can break it up. Listen to this. You just crunch it, break it up like this if you want. Then, when I told you can make the little dip inside it for something later, this is the something later. Look at this. Raspberries, blueberries, and strawberries. If you're a Weight Watcher, you know that's all zero. So you're going to have a very good dessert here. Lots of berries on a meringue. And top it off with, yum, a little squirt. Do you know how many calories is in this? For 2 tablespoons? 5. 5, 5, 5. That's it. So I'm going to give it probably 10. Here. Maybe 15. That's okay. And there, look at that dessert. Delicious. Easy to make. And you know, if you make a bunch of these meringues, they keep so well. I've had some of these in a little plastic bag for over a week. Just keep them out airtight. Bring them out when you need them. Freeze them if you want to. Again, you can make chocolate, the little chocolate chips in to make the little tiny cookies that are good. So again, it's a delicious, very easy meal. You have your dessert, you have your salad, and you have your delicious mini sandwich made with an iron. So I hope you enjoyed looking at this meal. I hope you enjoyed making it. Let me know how it goes. And as always, happy, healthy eating. So until next time, we'll be back with Cooking the Alphabet one of these days soon, and we'll have something else special for you to try. So happy, healthy eating to you.